So, if I have stopped playing Roblox, then what other games do I play? Well, one of the games is that I do play Mobile Legends. It's a game where you fight other people, and basically there will be a 5v5 match, and you will have a team and you also have an enemy team, and there will be 5 members in each team, and each 5 member have their own roles. There is the jungler, there is the XP laner, there's the gold laner, and then there's the roamer, and then we have the last one, which is the mid laner. That's a very mid role because you have to be at the mid. Get it? But basically, each roles are very important to the game. If one of the roles are bad, then basically you just lose. I'm not entirely sure on how that functions, but basically, usually the game will be a losable game if the gold laner and the jungler is bad on your team, and you just lose because of that. But other times, if the roamer is bad and the XP is bad and the mid laner is also bad, then you might lose because of that. Because this game is highly dependent on 5 players. If just one of them is just bad, then you might as well just lose the game, right? So yeah, it's a very fun game where you have to strategize on what heroes you should pick in order to counter other heroes that the enemy picks. And based on the roles, you have to pick heroes that are very good in terms of mobility, maybe in terms of how they can hit the other enemy heroes with their skills. Maybe they can stun them, put a lot of crowd control effects on them, make sure that the enemy heroes get stunned like 10,000 times so they can't move. Very useful for roamers if they do have a kit that allows them to put crowd control effects on the enemy heroes. Usually I like to play the roam role because I get to just walk around. It's probably the most easiest role, yet very hard if your teammates are bad. Like they just like to I don't want to say the word, but I guess kill themselves in game. I mean in the game, they like to feed the enemy and give their deaths as kills to the enemy, and that is bad because each death give each death dude, I can't say death. Each death on your team gives gold to the enemy team, which is a bad thing because the more gold that the enemy team has, the more that they can build their characters, their heroes, and they can get more stronger, and that's very bad for you, and that equals more deaths on your team. But there will be a lot of outplays, and that's why the game is pretty fun. Because let's say that you're winning, like in the early game, you look like, oh, the scoreboard is like 16-0. Like for some reason, at 5 minutes, you'll be able to kill all the enemy heroes, like a lot. You kill them a lot, and the scoreboard is like 16-0. And then for whatever reason, the enemy team just doesn't give up, and they'll be able to dominate you. For some reason, they just keep pushing the turrets and get to your base. I forgot to mention, the objective of the game is basically to win by either making the enemy team surrender, which is something that just doesn't really happen, but it happens a lot. But I think the most thing that happens in the game is basically you not capturing, but I don't know what to say, the word for it. Yeah, destroying the base of the enemy team. That's how you win. And to do that, you have to destroy the turrets. There's a lot of turrets. There's like mainly 3 of them in each lane. We have the middle lane, the bottom lane, and the upper lane. I don't know how to say it. I guess you can say it's like the upper lane. Upper? No, top. Yeah, the top lane. That sounds more correct. But anyway, there will be 3 turrets on each of the lane. And to get to the bases, you have to destroy all of these turrets in order to get to the base. Now, usually you don't need to destroy all of the turrets, you just have to destroy 3 of the turrets in one specific lane. Let's say the bottom lane, you destroy all of the turrets at the bottom lane, and then you'll be able to push there with your minions, and the minions will help you to destroy the enemy base. That's what usually happens. And the minions in the game are very strong most of the time. Like, they can literally kill you even if you're a tank, which is like I don't understand how that works specifically. Like, if your health is just like 100 or something, the minion would be able to kill you, which is unexpected. Like, the minions in the late game, which is somewhere between 10 minutes, they're pretty strong. Like, I don't understand how that works, man. Like, it's only been 10 minutes and they're already that strong. How does that work? But anyway, it's a pretty fun game. I am having a blast playing that game right now. With my friends, of course. Sometimes I do play with my friends. Other times I play alone. Because it's just a mobile game that I can play on the go. And other mobile games that I do play is called Divi Neko. It's basically a game where you match the drawing on the enemy, and if you match it, the enemy dies. So let's say the enemy has a line on their body, and then if I drew the line, then the enemy will die, and then I get to proceed to the next level. And each time the enemy will be given a different pattern, and how the enemy behaves are very different on each level, so you don't really have the ability to predict how the enemy will behave half of the time. But as you play a lot of levels, it gets pretty easier to predict. I'm at level 100 right now, and I could say it's pretty easy, man. Like, the enemy literally behaves the same each time, but there are some plot twists. Like, for some reason there's this one enemy that makes your screen turn upside down, which is a very interesting mechanic. I don't think it's very fun though, because my head gets very dizzy when it does that. But other than that, that's pretty good. So, I guess when it comes to games, I don't really play a lot of games. For example, on PC, on my laptop, I don't even have games installed. Like, I have Roblox and Roblox Studio. I don't think Roblox Studio counts as games. I mean, you can develop a game, but certainly there's no games there. So, on my laptop, I only have Roblox installed, and that's pretty sad, I guess. Like, I just don't have a passion to play games on my laptop, I guess. Like, I do have a Steam account, but I just don't use it. So yeah, I don't even buy games. I just like, and with games, I just like watching people play the game on YouTube, so that's why I just don't play games in general. I like watching, not playing. Anyway, that's about it. That's how my game life is. Yes.